Do. Oh man, what a treat. Today is International Constitution Day. Ladies and gentlemen, every day is a day to celebrate the Constitution and the line drawn in the sand that Constitution instituted and pressed upon government. Every day is a constitutional day. Every day is a day to give thanks to the Heavenly Father for bestowing upon men who probably at some point in their lives were less than honorable, but grew through a series of changes and realized the errors in their way perhaps. And because of their undignified behavior in enslaving other men, gaining their fortunes in doing so, they came to the realization that, shit, I don't want my kid to have to grow up in a totalitarian dictatorship under the edicts of a king who decides who gets allodial, who doesn't, who has it, who won't, when they have to move. And so they came up with this brilliant idea of redeeming themselves in some sense of the word. Every day, ladies and gentlemen, is cause in this country to rejoice for the Constitution. What, are we memorializing the Constitution? Are we really going to do that and act like it's dead? It's not a living contract placed upon government to keep them at bay? We're just going to celebrate it once a year? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. You wake up every morning going, thank you, Heavenly Father, for putting some men on this planet who later in life had the frame of mind to realize that their pompous, arrogant ways wasn't correct, and thanks for putting it in their hearts to do something about it. 56 men. 56 of them. And some of my studies into the history of these men, I'll tell you right now, if you knew the truth about these men, you probably wouldn't praise them too much, because they did a lot of evil, sick, sinister shit. But in the end, maybe it was an attempt to redeem themselves for all the vile, illicit crap they had done in their lives. They came to the realization through trials, tribulations, and errors that fundamentally there were mistakes made. We got to recognize that, because see, today politicians don't ever admit that they're wrong, and because they don't admit they're wrong, they'll never correct their behavior. In fact, they're incentivized through programs and contracts and other things to do nefarious shit and activity and completely negate the Constitution. So I say to you, every day is a day to rejoice about the Heavenly Father putting in men's hearts to write down some explicit instructions on what the government is not allowed to do. See, that contract, it don't apply to you. It don't apply to you. It's a restriction, a line drawn in the sand that prevents these scumbags from doing exactly what they're doing. I would love the ability to bring some of these people back from the dead and just kind of show them around. You know, they'd be shell-shocked for a minute. Show them around, give them a week to acclimate or whatever, and then show them government. And I wouldn't hesitate to say I think they'd start making nooses immediately. They'd probably be looking for the armories that, well, don't exist. And they'd be looking at us going, what in the fuck did you guys do? You have completely allowed this shit show to go awry. Holy sheep shit. It amazes me that it's National Constitution Day, as though we're memorializing it and putting it to rest, as though it's been dead forever. Every day, ladies and gentlemen, is a day that you should thank your lucky stars that the American colonies were generated and there was a place to start fresh. The greatest experiment the world has ever seen, right here on this soil, on this North American continent. All right? And make no qualms about it. It's an experiment. It was an experiment to see if people would thrive better under their own will and having the ability to create their own dreams without being ostracized by the king and his men for doing so. All right? Every day is a day to be thankful for it. Now it's just a matter of learning it, using it, implementing it, and enforcing it. Real simple shit. So, with that said, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Tomorrow is going to be long and enduring. We've got a class on land patents. I just come across old Petey Ricketts' Facebook page. I've tried to get numerous meetings with him. It just can't be done. He's just such a busy fella. And but I saw he's got some gal on there with droplets hanging from her ear like Joe Biden, you know, somebody to speak in her ear or whatever. And they're talking about the Bill 3030 and what they got to do to stop it. Petey boy, just show people how to do the land patent. Remove the lot, block, parcel ID number, zone improvement project number, and address, and easements. Just show them how to do it, Petey. And you ain't got to worry about no land grab. Yeah, I said it. Teach them, Pete. Teach them.